Hello everyone, whoever is watching. I'm Miranda. This is Chloe. And this is
Bella.
So we're gonna do some questions, just asking and like getting to know us just a little bit. Not too deep, just because it's a little awkward if we do go too deep, especially since it's the first video. But I think it's okay if we like dabble in. So my first question is, what's your favorite color? Mine? I don't know why. I keep thinking green, but I know it's not green. I'm in between blue and peach. Peach is pretty good. I like it, but I really love blue, like aqua.
I like light pink, soothing color.
I like red because when I was little, I liked everything that was colored red, like every kind of candy that was red. So I decided it must be my favorite color if I like so much red stuff.
My turn.
What?
Who wants to ask your second question? Oh, we all individually thought of 3 questions. Obviously, nothing inappropriate, because I don't want anything inappropriate.
What's your comfort food? My comfort food is Fruit Loops.
1.
I like the crunchiness of it, and it just calms me down.
I like pancakes. Pancakes are my comfort food for sure.
Really? I didn't know that.
They make me happy.
That's why she always wants to get breakfast.
Oh my gosh. Now it plays.
I'm not a morning person, so I never like plates.
I don't think of food right now either. I just think about like water. For me, I think the first food that came to mind is tartara, which is, you don't know what that is. It's a raw meat cooked by lime. You can put bell peppers in it, avocado. You can put like chile in it. Chile is like spicy, like a jalapeno or something. Personally, I like it. It's good. It's a bit sour, but I know that it's not everyone's taste. Oh, you also put cilantro in it. It's pretty good. I like it, but I know it's not everyone's taste, just because raw meat cooked in lime. But I like it.
Favorite childhood memory? I gotta say, me and my stepbrother going around our neighborhood just being menaces.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, we used to just play all around the neighborhood. We used to like play in everyone's neighborhood and run through lawns. Used to be out till about sunset every night and just had a group of kids from around the neighborhood that were all friends and we all hung out.
Shoot, that is pretty good.
My favorite childhood memory was when a group of me and my friends went to a 3rd grade teacher's house because he had kids my age. And his backyard was like a big hill, and there was like a shopping cart back there, so we would get in a shopping cart and just like ride it down the hill.
A shopping cart?
Yeah, because it was like right behind, I think, JK, and it was still
Oh, where Big R is now? For me, low-key, kind of going off of your guys's, it makes me think about mine. So my sister and I, we would always like be outside with the neighborhood kids. And I remember one time, it was in the summer, it was sunset, and they had water bottles. Obviously, you're outside, you don't want to keep going inside to grab some water. So they had some water bottles, and eventually, like, they just spilled it on each other, and it became a war between them. And obviously, like, I love running since I was a little kid, so I would start running with them. I run where my sister is, and like I just like run, and I'd like support, like if it was my sister over here, I'd support, but like I'd be running around like dang, just like you did that. And I think I like that. I think that's my favorite memory, because it like went on since sunset to like there was no sun and it was like time to go. That lasted for a really long time, and I like that memory.
Kalani has a cat. Just wanted to share that.
Okay, I'll go first. So so this was like in middle school, kind of, like we were also starting high school, and like I told my dad, I was like, dude, Isabella's saying this, and eventually my dad, like I remember I was texting Bella, and I was like, and I asked my dad, like I told him the situation, and he was like, well, you gotta think about it this way. Eventually, someone, like, what you do ends up repeating back to you. So, like, if Bella's leading this kid on, she's gonna get led on eventually at some point in her life. It may not be 1 year, or like 2 years, or like 3 years, or maybe flip. In like 15 years, it can happen. Who knows? But eventually, it's gonna happen. And so, like, whatever you do, it's gonna come back to you. And ever since my dad told me that, I was kind of like, So, every time I think about like just doing something just for my own selfish reasons, I'm kind of like, well, selfishly, I want to do that, but no, because I don't want, like, I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. Again, it's kind of like would you want someone to do that? Like, think about them in their shoes, like, how would you feel? It's kind of like that. So, like, it's very, like, to me, it's like, would you want them to do that to you? So that's my advice.
The biggest advice I've ever gotten is actually probably from a movie. It's from The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's the saying, we accept the love we think we deserve.
Oh,
And
I love that one.
every time I fall for somebody and I look back at how they treated me, I look back at how I pictured my self-worth at the time. And like, I accept only what I believe I deserve, and sometimes I deserve better.
Well, I will say, you have grown. Okay, do you have your advice?
Believe what you say and do what you say. It stays in my head. It's like you're giving someone advice, but then you don't do the same thing that you tell
Like,
them to
kind of
do.
hypocritical, like you say something but you don't do it yourself.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
Currently, because it changes. We all go through phases. We all know that.
I think my favorite song right now is it's like a new song from Mac Miller on his new album, Postmodernism. It's called Stoned. Like,
Why? Does it sound good?
yeah, the sound is just like,
It gets to you.
yeah, it's like I can feel it.
Congratulations by Mac Miller. It's been my favorite song for a long time because I've noticed that every time something big happens in my life, that song plays before.
For me, my song currently is Postmodern Fade by Cottonwood Firing Squad. I like funky music. I like upbeat. I hate listening to sad music. But I really like that song just because it's a little funky, it's short, and I dance to it. Like, I like it. Like, I can be sad, but it'll amp me up a little bit. I mainly listen to the vibe. I don't listen to lyrics, really. Like, it takes me a minute. Like, I have to listen to the song for a real long time to be like, okay, what is this song saying? You guys can search them up if you want.
But if you could go back and do one thing different, what would it be? I probably would have stuck up for myself more against other people in high school and also talked to other people more. I feel like now that I'm out of high school and I got out of my shell in senior year, I realized that so many people I went to school with for the past few years were actually really cool people and I just never bothered to talk to them or reach out to them.
I think put myself out there more. I think that I do put myself out there a lot. Like, I'll just be like, okay, so like, what's the point? We're all gonna die anyways. In 95 years, I'll be in the ground. I say YOLO a lot, and then I'll do it, but then sometimes I'll just like get in a little shell, but then it's just like, girl, shut up. For preface, I've been friends with Isabella since 5th grade. We became besties in high school. Kalani, we've known about her, I at least have known about her since 7th grade. And I've always wanted to be her friend, but I didn't get to be her friend until senior year English class.
I saw you guys every day in English almost. And you guys
Me,
were always
Bella-
together.
oh,
yeah, you guys
study hall,
always
or-
came and
Bro,
studied
and I
hall.
always,
during
I
court.
always kept looking at you because I always thought you were like so
Yeah.
pretty,
Oh,
and I
thank
loved
you.
how like your outfit.
But like I always saw you guys, I always paid attention to you guys, and then you guys later became my best friends in summer.
So moral of the story on that one is we all have known each other for a while. We lost our train of thought. It ended and I was like, how did we end up here? So moving on to the next question.
Favorite animal. My favorite animal is a koala, and I like. It's my favorite animal because I found out that they can get chlamydia. So that's the only reason.
Because of that?
Yeah, bro. It was freshman year, okay?
I think my favorite animal is probably raccoons because they're called trash pandas. I think it's funny.
I like turtles, always have. They're just so like,
You remind me of a turtle.
they're adorable, they're pretty, their color, their shell, their skin. Ugh. But also like bearded dragons though. But they're not my favorite animal. Like turtles, it always has been. The moment I saw a turtle is the moment I said, this is my favorite animal.
Fell in love.
And I knew I was never gonna change it. Like till the day I die, till the day I'm in that coffin, it's gonna be my favorite turtle. Or my favorite animal. My favorite animal.
What is something you believe in? For example, hurt people hurt people.
I believe that though.
Believe
Karma.
that? Yeah. Karma.
I have so many. I don't know. I'm religious, so I think it's like just wait. You should wait till marriage.
I became more religious since I met you. Like I've been, but it's like more like thinking about it.
I honestly say
Since I became more religious.
Yeah. Since you became more religious, it's like me learning about it too, and then thinking about it while I'm making like decisions and stuff.
I'm planting the seed, bro.
Bro, for real.
Like, I'm not gonna judge you if you sleep around. Just personally, like, for me, like, that's just a very deep value that I have.
What's a home that you see yourself living in when you're older, like your dream home?
I think I'm gonna live in a one-story home just because I'm scaredy cat. I wish I would like some stairs, but I'm scared that, like, what if I'm in my bedroom and then I'm like, I heard something below me. So, like, I'm just a scaredy cat. Like, I've always dreamed of, like, having a big house and everything, but, like, Kalini's house? That's honestly perfect. Like, if I had a small family, heck yeah. Which I don't even know if I would have a basement. I would like to, as long as it's not scary. An attic? I don't know about that. That's kind of iffy.
I think I see myself living in like, you know that Modern House, the show?
Modern Family?
Yeah,
Which one?
the Dumpies.
Oh, they do have a good home.
I see myself living in a house kind of like that. A little bit less luxury because I don't know if I'm going to be that rich.
I love Hugo. I'm not gonna be that rich.
I think mine would be a pretty large house. I want cabin style, like kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, something I've always wanted is like to live 1 mile into the woods.
Yeah, or like
always.
a glass house, like in the woods.
I want to live like it, in the middle of nowhere.
Bro, I
like
like
in
that
a
stuff.
cabin.
What if you got
style
a
house.
murderer outside of your house and you
Well,
just
better
have
hope not.
glass?
Well, you better.
Or like a stalker, just like they follow you home and then they're like hidden in the woods.
Curtains.
I mean, yeah, but like if you have a
Like-
glass house,
Not just like it, but it's like glass that's like hard to break. Like, you know how they put on some like car windshields and stuff like that where it's like hard to break?
okay, yeah,
Put that all around the house. All the glass will be made out of that
like
kind
thick glass at that point,
of
unbreakable.
like
glass.
bulletproof.
When I think of that type of glass, it makes me think of the Maze Runner when they're trying to take out Teresa from the bed and they're trying to escape. Grabs the chair and they hit the glass and the chair bounces off. That's the type of glass I think of.
Gotta think smart about it if you're gonna have a house like that.
For me, the reason why I've always thought 1 mile into the woods is because I think that would be an easy workout. You go, you're like, all right, I'm gonna go run. Like the mail's gonna be right here, and then your house is gonna be right here, and the road's gonna be like right here. 1 mile walk there, 1 mile walk back. You got boom, 2 miles. You got your exercise in, pretty good. Let's go on a run. 1 mile to the mail, 1 mile back to the house, and it's like you got your workout in.
I think I choose a log cabin style house because of. So I lived with my mom mainly, like instead of my dad. I lived with my mom more than my dad. And we didn't live in the nicest house or the nicest neighborhood. We lived in a pretty bad neighborhood and like not a nice house at all. Really, I mean it was cute, but the area was just not very nice. And I remember my stepsister at the time babysat the family, and their house is built like a log cabin.
I'm gonna have to
style
block that out,
house.
bro. You name drop like it's no one's business.
But I want to tell this story. We went over there, and it was my first time ever seeing a nice house. It just was luxury to me. That's why I want one.
Oh, so you want a big house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you having a big house.
Is there anything you want to say?
When you're choosing men to date, think about what your future child will look like.
Or you can just be in love and hope for the best. It's not all about looks, okay? That's what I think.
You will if you love your child.
I know, but it's just, I don't know. Like, there's 2 ways that I can go about that conversation. So I just choose to stay silent because then it's like, at the same time, I think about both ways. It has my head, like, glitched. Like, what do I say? Well, going off Kalani's, can you imagine them, like, being there for your kids? Can you imagine them being a good parent? Are they going to dress up for your daughter? And, like, are they going to show good examples to your son? Or are they just going to be like, oh, being a man is don't cry? Like, no.
I hated that. Like, boys can't cry.
Yeah, I hate that too.
I mean, I'm glad our society is changing low-key and being like, it's okay to cry. But, like, I understand.
Stay away from controversial people.
If you don't like being in drama, don't be dumb and put yourself. So I think that's the end of the video just because I don't really know what to say and I don't have anything else to say.
Goodbye.
Alright. Ciao.
Okay, I started here. Okay. Where's our the camera? Well, you answer first. It's your question. At the camera. So, for me, my advice is. And eventually, I didn't fart. It was a sorry.
What's your favorite color? Oh wait, no.
No, check your question.
Yeah.
You guys forget to turn at the camera.
Sorry.
We have 3 minutes on this app, so we gotta.
Like,
Wait,
I always tell you
pause.
guys.
Where did this thing to? Oh, yeah. No, I don't.
Controversial people.